Hey everyone, Lilith here. Let's get right into the video. It is Pidgeot's time to shine. As you can see, the Pidgey line has about average stats. Not great and not terrible. The problem isn't stats, it's moves. Even with TMs, Pidgeot can only learn normal and flying attacks. Agility is also her only set-up move. Pidgeot doesn't even learn Body Slam. We're going to have to use Fly and Swift as our main attacks. I expect Pidgeot to be better than Butterfree and Beedrill, but not come close to being as good as the starters. I named my character Blue since I am using his signature Pokemon. I also named my rival Blue because that's not confusing at all. Time for the tutorial rival battle. As you can see, our starting moveset is garbage. Also, the rival has Squirtle because it'll have Blizzard in the final battle. I always give the rival the hardest starter for us to fight. I decided to do the optional rival fight for some quick experience. Quick Attack is quick to deal with his Pidgey. This is good because the most dangerous thing the rival can do is have Pidgey use Sand Attack. Anyway, this is an easy win. Next, we have the Junior Trainer in Bronx Gym. Diglett is a 2-hit KO with Quick Attack, bringing me to level 14. Sandshrew nearly takes me out, but I land the last Quick Attack on my last chance to win a close fight. Up next, the infamous Roadblock. But first, I need to grind. There is no way a level 14 Pidgey will beat Bronx without insane Sand Attack block. This takes about 26 minutes. That sounds like a lot, but Beedrill needed hours to do this. My goal is level 18. At that point, I will evolve into Pidgeot. The stat boost from that should carry me through the fight. I should mention the reason this is so much faster than Beedrill. Pidgey is in the medium-slow experience group while Beedrill is in medium-fast. Contrary to what the names would suggest, it takes medium-fast until level 68 to be faster than medium-slow. At these levels, medium-slow is even faster than the fast group. Evolution time. Now that I'm evolved, let's see how the block fight goes. I used Quick Attack for the first few turns while Geodude's defenses are low. Geodude actually only hits for 4 damage, so I might as well just keep attacking rather than stalling with Sand Attack. Taking out Geodude takes a while, but it's not that difficult. Onix might be a different story. The strategy is simple. Attack with Quick Attack, but when it uses Bide, spam Sand Attack. Also, you notice how it says Bide misses when I don't attack? When an attacking move does 0 damage for some reason, it defaults to saying the attack missed. You can also see this if you use a move that doesn't affect one type but is super effective on the other, for example using Earthquake on a Zubat. Gen 1, everybody. Gen 1. While this battle takes forever, I am able to win pretty easily thanks to Sand Attack being so broken in Gen 1. Accuracy and evasion moves were nerfed in, I think, Gen 3, maybe it was Gen 2, can't remember. On my way through Mount Moon, I catch a Paris. I don't need to worry about a fly user, so I may as well catch a kite user that can also learn dig. Rival time. He leads with his own Pidgeot. I use quick attack and it goes for sand attack. Uh-oh, I don't miss too much as we go blow for blow and I take it out. Amber is a one-hit KO with quick attack, not that it could do anything to me anyway. Rattata is not a one-hit KO, but Tackle does a mere 6 damage. I miss my quick attack and it uses Tail Whip, then I finish it off. Squirtle is out last. Quick attack takes out around 40% of its health. It uses Tail Whip, further lowering my defense. I land a second quick attack and it goes for Tail Whip again. I then finish it off. That was a lucky battle, but I'm not going to complain. Misty is our next fight. Staryu is an easy 2-hit KO even with the X defense. I move on to Starmie with full health. Starmie takes a quick attack easily and hits Tackle for little damage. I then attack again as she uses an X defense. Eventually she makes the smart move of using Bubble Beam, but it's too little too late. This was an easy gym battle. Unfortunately, we can't pick up Body Slam on the SS, and, well, we could, it just wouldn't do us any good, so let's just fight the rival. My Pidgeot is 9 levels higher than his. I just barely missed getting a 2-hit KO. Thankfully, he never uses Sand Attack. Raticate is up next. Quick Attack does good damage, but so does High Moving. I then finish it off. Kadabra survives quick attack on a sliver of health, but Confusion does shockingly little damage. I then finish it off easily. I use quick attack against Wartortle and it goes for Water Gun. I use a second quick attack and it lowers me to 7 HP with a critical hit tackle. I finish it off, winning the fight. Against my better judgment, I fight Lieutenant Surge right away. Voltorb is a 2-hit KO with quick attack. Sonic Boom always does 20 damage, making it his most threatening attack. Pikachu barely survives my attack and paralyzes me with Thunder Wave. Good thing I have a priority move with quick attack, and I lose to Raichu. On my next attempt, Voltorb doesn't attack. Pikachu is a 1-hit KO, Raichu is barely not a 2-hit KO, and it finishes me off again. For attempt number 3, I'm once again at full health against Raichu. Not that that does any good. After losing this fight a whopping 7 times, I decide to skip this and come back later. At level 31, I learn Wing Attack. This is only 35 base power in Gen 1, the same as Peck, but at least it's a flying. Going by competitive rules, this counts as a win. I only won in-game because I had an HM slave, but I'm more of a competitive battler, so it counts as a win. By the way, I really hate Long Tunnel. You've gotta be kidding me! This is really annoying. I ended up having to reset at one point, so here's another fight against Mr. Self-Destruct. My strategy is to use Sand Attack and have him miss his self-destructs. Third time's the charm, I guess. In Lavender Town, I can get the Tamper Swift. This is Pidgeot's strongest normal move without some kind of drawback. It's only 60 base power though. This is underwhelming, to say the least. Anyways, west of Celadon, I can get the HM for Fly. This is going to be my main attack going forward. Let's give Lieutenant Surge another visit. Voltorb is a one-hit KO. Pikachu is a one-hit KO. Raichu is not a one-hit KO. And it gets the 10% paralysis chance. Why wouldn't it? And I'm fully paralyzed. And it gets a critical hit. Wonderful. Oh look, a critical hit on Raichu. If only I had gotten that sooner. Anyway, we have a type advantage for the next fight. Erica is next. Victory Bell narrowly survives Fly and she uses a super potion to heal. However, this isn't enough to save it and I finish Victory Bell off. Tangela goes down to a single Fly. Vileplume survives Fly and puts me to sleep. Petal Dance does barely any damage. As soon as I wake up, Vileplume finishes itself off with the Petal Dance Confusion before I could even do anything. Anyways, Pidgeot is evolving. Let's try battling Giovanni. Onyx and I trade weak attacks until I become the victor. Still, Onyx weakened me quite a bit. I'm at low HP and Rhyhorn lowers me down to 2 HP before I can take it out. I just got KO'd by Rage. That's humiliating. Let's try that again. Onyx goes down much easier this time. I mean, it goes down easier, it still takes forever, just stay back and watch, I guess. Rhyhorn is up next. We go blow for blow, neither of us dealing much damage. Eventually, I do come out victorious. Kangaskhan is out last. It does significant damage, but I still win pretty easily. The Pokemon Tower rival fight is never difficult, just watch. Pidgeot is a one-hit KO. Growlithe is a one-hit KO. Execute is a one-hit KO. Dabber is a one-hit KO, and Wartortle, you guessed it, it's a one-hit KO. Easy battle. Koga's next. He uses an X attack while I charge up Fly. I take out about half of Coughing's health as it goes through smoke screen. I do land another Fly, taking it out. Muck is up next. My first Fly misses and Muck hits with poison gas, putting me on a time limit. I then hit with Fly and it does slightly under half. I use Swift to ensure I hit. This barely fails to take Muck out. Thankfully, Muck uses Minimize. I never thought I'd be glad to see someone use Minimize. Hopping is barely able to survive 2 Swifts, however it does a mere 8 damage to me. A 3rd Swift does finish it off. I use Fly against Weezing, who uses self-destruct while I'm in the air. I just love it when that happens, it's always so amusing and it provides easy wins. Anyway, I decide to replace Sand Attack with Toxic. It could be helpful alongside Fly to build up chip damage somewhat quickly. In addition, at level 44, I learn Agility. This is good because of the badge boost glitch. Goodbye, Quick Attack. Time to fight the rival once again. His Pidgeot is inferior to mine, so I set up against it. Swift has perfect accuracy, so Sand Attack isn't a threat like it usually is. With my setup, I use Toxic and then Blind. The combo takes him out pretty darn easily. For some reason, I go for Fly instead of Swift. Growlithe gives me another badge boost and then I do the sensible thing and just use Swift. It's a one-hit KO. Now, Execute is a one-hit KO with Fly. I doubt Swift would have worked, so this one is justified. Wait, why did I go for Fly? What's wrong with past me? Well, at least I hit. That crit probably didn't matter. Alakazam has bad defense. I level up. Level ups reset the badge boost glitch. Anyway, Blastoise is tanky, so I go for Toxic. I missed twice, but hit the 3rd time. His strongest move is Water Gun. I've basically won that fight. It's just a matter of stalling with Fly so that I can let the Toxic do its work. Fool! That potion was in vain! Giovanni 2 is probably the easiest boss in the game. Nidorino goes down easily. Kangaskhan is also easy to take down. Not with the move takedown, mind you, that move sucks. Rhyhorn falls victim to my dreaded stall strats. By the way, I had a lot of trouble saying stall strats, like, say it 10 times fast, it's a real tongue twister. Anyway, Nidoqueen doesn't stand a chance. Now, is there a reason I'm just awkwardly riding around Saffron City like I'm looking for something? Well, I am looking for something. The TM for Mimic. It's only available after Silph-Co. In Gen 1 only, it allows you to pick a move from the opponent to temporarily learn in its place. When you have a garbage move pool like Pidgeot, this is an amazing move. Mimic isn't that helpful for Sabrina, and no food Pokemon have good defense. I set up 1 agility to ensure I outspeed her Alakazam, then I easily just annihilate her entire team. Except for Mr. Mime, that is. That guy sucks. Misses Sidewave and then tries to stall with recover, but it still goes down pretty easily. Blaine is our next fight. He leads with Growlithe. Fly does good damage as he wastes time with Agility and Leap. I take the chance to set up an Agility before finishing him off with Swift. Fly comes very close to taking out Ponyta, but Stomp does very little damage. I set up another Agility for the badge boost glitch and then finish him off with Swift. Rapidash is next. Blaine spams super potions as I attack with Fly. I decide to set up my third agility and he locks me into Fire Spin. Eventually I get a crit with Fly and take him out in a single hit. Fly seems to be a 2-hit KO on Okina. Blaine uses a super potion. I use Toxic, putting the battle on the timer, but in my favor. Finally, Okina goes down to a combination of Fly, Takedown, Recoil, and Poison. It is Giovanni's turn to be destroyed. I set up an agility and used Toxic on Rhyhorn. Then I stall turns with Fly to let the poison build up. I set up another agility against Dugtrio, then I use Fly for an easy 1-hit KO. Nidoqueen is a simple 2-hit KO. I do miss a Fly, but she just doesn't fight back. Nidoking is also a 2-hit KO. He does hit with Tackle, but it's Tackle, so I'm fine. I level up before fighting Rhydon. I immediately go for Toxic to speed things up. Then I use Agility to bring back the battery's glitch. Fly does next to no damage, but he's poisoned and can't do much damage to me. I win the battle fairly smoothly. Alright everybody, it's rival time. I use Toxic, he uses Wing Attack. He uses Quick Attack and I use Fly. Then Fly hits doing decent damage. Before I can land the next Fly, he goes down to the poison damage. Fly then hits Rhyhorn for pretty low damage. I use Toxic, Rhyhorn is doing more damage than I expected, but the combination of Fly and Toxic is just too strong. Unfortunately, I'm only at 46 HP starting the fight with Growlithe. I use Fly and just barely failed a 1-hit KO. I get hit by a Leo before finishing it off with Swift. Execute is up next. I 1-hit KO it easily with Fly. Alakazam, of all Pokemon, stalls using Reflect and Recover. I decide to counter the strategy with Toxic, but he uses Psybeam to take me down to 2 HP. I eventually get a lucky crit, finishing Alakazam off. Blastoise has amazing defense, so Fly does little damage, Hydro Pump easily finishes me off. I need a new strategy, and I've got one. Mimic. In Gen 1, I like it. Mimic allows you to pick one of your opponent's moves and add it to your moveset for the rest of the battle. Goodbye, Swift. This time I set up 3 agilities against Pidgeot. He plays smart and spams Quick Attack, but the poison is just too much for him to handle. I use Toxic on Rhyhorn and he uses Tail Whip. I use Fly for little damage as the poison builds up. Another Fly is enough to finish Rhyhorn off. Thanks to the Battle Boost glitch, Growlithe is a 1-hit KO. Execute is still a 1-hit KO. Now, here's where Mimic comes in. Against Alakazam, I'm going to Mimic Recover. I then miss with Toxic, and Alakazam hits with Psybeam, putting me at dangerous low HP. I use Recover, and he uses Recover while at full health. Gen 1 AI, everybody. I hit Toxic and survive Psybeam. I use another Recover, and he uses Psychic. I use Fly, he uses Recover, but it isn't enough, and he goes down. I level up, resetting the battery's glitch. Oh well, I use Toxic as Blastoise prepares a Skull Bash. I use Fly to dodge, and it also does okay damage. The idiot decides to do the same thing again, meaning I win easily. I'm actually only a half an hour behind Charizard's pace. This is pretty impressive. Here are my stats before the Elite Four. They're decent, but nothing could have prepared me for what comes next. I lost more times to Lorelei than I did in the entirety of the Beedrill run. I owe Butterfree an apology. I named my character Idiot in that run, making fun of Butterfree, but that's much more suited for this run. Watch me lose over and over and over. I take so much damage. I deal so little damage. My moveset is optimal given what Pidgeot has. Without insane luck or insane grinding, there's just nothing I can do. Just let me break down for you why this fight is so awful. Because, let's see, Lorelei sees that I'm weak to ice. She has good AI. She will always use her ice moves. Or at least she should. Sometimes Dugong uses Rest. Is it hard for him to always use Rest at low HP or something? I honestly don't know. That is to say, I didn't when writing the script. Actually, the AI prefers status moves on turn 2 for some reason. Anyway, I'm level 57, 4 levels higher than I started, and I'm barely able to make it past Dugong. I mimic Rest. That doesn't help. Nothing works. I seriously want to say, I'm sorry, Butterfree. You don't suck. This bird does. Level 58. How will this go? Wait, did Dugong just use Growl? Is Lorelei taking pity on me or something? Again, she's supposed to just spam a word beam. I don't know. I mean, I do know now, but just reading the script out loud, this is pretty funny. You can see a bit of my writing process here. I write the script and then I read the script later, and yeah, I learned more about Gen 1 AI after writing this script. No, I did not trip a setting in the randomizer. It's the same reason the Rivals Executor seems to always spam Barrage and Stomp even if you're weak to Psychic once you're already asleep. The AI is actually better than just super effective moves are good. Or arguably worse because the AI is programmed pretty terribly regardless. Whatever. Just watch this. For the first time, I make it to Slowbro. Slowbro's only attacking move is Water Gun, so I have a bit of a breather to set up Badge Boost and heal with the Mimic Rest. However, I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. Jinx has Ice Punch, Lapras has Blizzard, and they're going to just spam those moves. I'm not sure what I can do other than just hope for misses and for crits and stuff like that. This fight sucks. I mean, it's really hard, but it sucks for Pidgeot. A moment of truth. Jinx is next. Let's see how this goes. Well, all things considered, I even get a free attack on Lapras. Who am I kidding? That doesn't matter. Lapras just destroys me. I lost. My next attempt, I make it all the way to, drumroll please, Dugong! Yeah, I'm gonna grind in Victory Road. Sorry for all the flashing lights and stuff. I really needed to speed this footage up like crazy for it to all fit. Level 59. Blastoise beat the game, finishing at this level. Could this possibly be good enough? I'm gonna try a new strategy of baiting a rest from Dugong by dealing damage, and then using agility for badge boosts. Oh, would you look at that? I lose! Who could have seen that one coming? I'll tell you who, I could have, because I lost this fight so much. Like I said, this one fight took me more real-life attempts, took me more fails than Beedrill. The entirety of Beedrill Run, I lost more times to this one fight. Like, the starters combined lost less than Butterfree or Beedrill. This one fight lost more than either of those. This is insane. And in case you missed it, I got no damage against Dugong on this run. And I'm going to use a new strategy. I'm going to mimic Amnesia off of Slowbro. This means an easier time taking hits later in the fight, as well as more badge boosts. Just watch the footage move along slowly. Slowbro's not a threat, but you know what? Jinx is a threat. Let's see how this goes. Jinx time. Okay, let's see. A freeze. A freeze? Are you kidding me? I've lost 30 times so far. Enough is enough. The power plant has vitamins, a rare candy, and some good experience. Let's just go there, level up a few times, grab some rare candies, and see how that goes. Here we go. Time to try again. Oh, a critical hit. Wonderful. You see the problem? Each time, like, the odds are I don't get hit by a critical hit. The odds are I don't have my attack lowered by a Aurora Beam. But one thing goes wrong, and I lose. I just need perfect luck, and I can't expect perfect luck when there's 5 Pokemon. Even at level 62, and getting a crit with Fly, and Dugong using Rest, I'm below half health going into the Cloyster fight. Just from one miss, and Cloyster nearly takes me out. This fight sucks. Oh look, a loss to Slowbro. Even Slowbro can take me out. Wonderful. Just fantastic. This fight sucks. Dugong uses Growl on this attempt. Now I only do 2/3 of my normal damage. By the way, Aurora Beam has a 1 in 3 chance to drop my attack. That can ruin the fight as well. So many ways for this fight to go wrong and only one way for me to win. Here's another try. Better HP against Slowbro. Will this work? Well, I've made it to Jinx. And I've lost. I've realized mimicking Rest seems to be a better strategy than mimicking Amnesia. Here I'm at 7 HP left with no badge boost. This is why I need rest. I'm losing so many runs from not mimicking rest where I can't get past Cloister. I mean, I still lost on this run. Could this be the run? No attack drop. That's good. Still no attack drop. Even better. Here, I got 3 Aurora Beams with no attack drops and no crits. Even if crits and Aurora Beam attack drops are more unlikely than likely, that's only a 19% chance for that to happen. Oh wait, no, there's the attack drop. Knew it. Knew it! You have no idea how many tries. After I finally win this fight, I'll tell you how many attempts this took. Anyway, on this attempt, Dugong's down, I poison Cloister and survive Aurora Beam. I just need to stall with rest, it's poisoned. Okay, this is promising. This could be the run. I've made it to Slowbro with only 1 attack drop. I set up my last agility and used Toxic. Slowbro is by far the least dangerous member of her team, so I take the chance to rest up. No, don't spam Growl. That's the one move I don't want to see. Okay, -3 attack going into the Jinx fight. Okay, no freeze. I have been here for so long. Please, I just want to win. I just need 1 win. I allow saving between 4 members. I just need to win this fight once. Critical hit! Yes. Okay, Lapras is poisoned. I just need to survive. Okay, no freeze, no crit. Okay, if I'm asleep, I can't be frozen. Please, Lapras, just miss 1 blizzard. That's all I need. All I need. Yes! Blizzard miss. I think I've won. I've been here for so long. This is my 40th attempt. That's 4-0. I just want to be done. Yes! I actually left and came back the next day. I was that frustrated. Anyway, I get a bit of a breather because Bruno is a joke. Onyx uses Rage. Clearly Bruno wants to lose. Might as well set up 3 agilities while Onyx throws the battle. Hitmonchan has Ice Punch. I mimic this for the second Onyx. Watch me take 19 damage from a super effective hit. This is Bruno everybody. Anyway, 1 hit KO. One hit KO. 1 hit KO. Now, I decided to stall a bit against Machamp before defeating it with Fly. Now, the breather continues, because Agatha is almost as easy as Bruno. However, if you think the troubles are over, no. Spoiler alert, Lance is terrible. But Agatha is easy. Her Pokemon have bad defense. I have the same type attack bonus Fly. I outspeed her entire team. Like I said, pretty easy. Here I have a bit of a misplay. I use Mimic and then Agility. Why didn't I just attack? I mean, it's not like that misplay mattered. Agatha, just like Bruno, is an easy first try victory. But you know what? You know who isn't easy? I'll tell you who isn't easy. Lance. Lance sucks. I mean, he's good at his job. He's good at keeping me from fighting the champion, because boy, am I glad I allowed saving between Elite Four, because I could not have bared to do that Lorelei fight over and over again just to get another attempt at this Lance fight that I'm going to lose over and over and over again. Just watch and see what happens. Now, the fight starts off just fine. I mimic Hyper Beam. His Hyper Beam, not mine, does little damage. I use Toxic and then set up my agilities. Gyarados is down. Dragonair takes me down to 34 HP before I take it out with ease. Dragonair 2 is identical to Dragonair 1. I don't use Toxic, I just get a crit with Fly. Pretty lucky, but who cares. Aerodactyl is next. I use Toxic and he uses Bite. I'm at a mere 10 HP. Even a critical Fly does little damage, but Aerodactyl miraculously misses. And finish off with Hyper Beam. In Gen 1, if you finish off a Pokemon with Hyper Beam, you don't have to recharge. Gen 1, everybody. I use Toxic against Dragonite, and it uses Hyper Beam, and I lose. By the way, that was a lucky attempt. Let's try that again and see another attempt. Will it be lucky? Will it be unlucky? Let's find out. I still use Toxic turn 1, but this time I'm gonna try mimicking Hydro Pump. After a battle of both of us missing a bunch, I take out Gyarados. Since Dragonair is weaker than Gyarados, I set up Agility against it instead. Fly is a one-hit KO against both of the Dragonairs. Or is it Dragonair? I know the plural of Pokemon is Pokemon, but is the plural of Dragonair Dragonair or Dragonairs? Whatever, Hydro Pump makes Aerodactyl a one-hit KO. I have 58 HP beginning the Dragonite battle. This probably won't be enough, but will it maybe? After a bit of thought, I decide Toxic is the best play, if a bit risky. He uses Barrier, which doesn't do damage. That's good. Fly does next to nothing. That's bad. Flame reduces me to 5 HP. That's bad. A second Fly finishes the job. Oh, and if that looked too easy, that wasn't my second attempt, or my 5th, or my 10th. That was my 20th attempt at Lance. So much for Pidgeot being around Charizard. I think it's gonna be lucky to be around Butterfree and Beedrill at this point. Also, did you see that loss against the rival? He mirror moved my Toxic. I had to reset. That was kind of funny. By the way, even though I reset before fainting, that does add to my loss counter. It's just I knew I was going to lose. There was mathematically no way to take out all of his Pokemon before the poison finished me off, since Fly is a 2-turn attack and Toxic just keeps building up. Anyway, this time Pidgeot charges Sky Attack instead. Perfect, I can just dodge it with Fly. Whirlwind does nothing, and I set up my first of 3 agilities. I use Toxic, then I use Fly. Alakazam goes down easily. the only member of his team that resists flying type moves. However, it really doesn't pose an offensive threat with its only attacking move being Fury Attack. I poison it, then I mimic Horn Drill, and then I set up 2 more agilities. Rhydon is kind enough to help me with the badge boost glitch. Thanks, buddy. Your reward is getting KO'd by Fly. Wow, I am heartless. You know the strategy for Arcanine. Toxic, then spam Fly. Now he survived on a sliver of health and uses a full restore. I'm getting frustrated, so I just freak out, use Horn Drill. It freaking works. I can't believe that. Executor is a one-hit KO with a critical hit Fly. Please, this is so lucky. I use Horn Drill against Blastoise, and it hits! Sure, that strategy was luck-based, but after Lorelei and Lance, I was totally done looking at Pidgeot's back spray. I'm only human. By the way, Pidgeot isn't dead last. Even with a decent time, think about how often I needed to reset. 82 losses. Pidgeot's placement is clear. There are only 4 Pokemon who I think could do worse. Raticate, our next contestant, is not one of them.